creepy. It's just such a fetishistic event.
Come on, you can't sign? Come on, kids, only two of us.
I mean, in general, you want to lead a private life.
You don't want to socialize, Mr. Reed.
Having dinner or, if you're with friends and family, you don't want to be...
Hey fanatics, you're not ready for what Hollywood's sweetheart just revealed. Keanu Reeves has always been a bit of a mystery, but he's now decided to come forward with his deep-rooted hatred for the industry. Despite being one of the biggest hits in Hollywood, there's a side to him that shows just how much he dislikes the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown, and the reasons behind it are dark. Stay tuned, because we're about to uncover some pretty disturbing stuff, and if you'd like to stay in the loop with all the latest confessions coming out of Hollywood, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. You've probably heard about Keanu's reputation as a super nice person, but underneath that charming exterior lies a burning resentment towards the dark and terrifying aspects of the industry. For him, it's not just about disliking certain practices, he's genuinely disturbed by the industry's shallow and manipulative nature. Keanu claims Hollywood culture is all about power over ethics, and he's declaring war on the evil elements of the entertainment industry. The recent arrest of Harvey Weinstein brought the dark reality of Hollywood's elite to the surface, with numerous actors, directors, and producers facing allegations of sexual assault and misconduct. The industry's ugly truth was exposed. But you know what's really chilling? Keanu pointed out that the problem of preying on young, ambitious women might not be the only issue in Hollywood. He also shone a light on something even more disturbing: the presence of blood-drinking files lurking within the industry. He's been pretty different compared to all the other A-list celebrities since the very beginning, and we now understand his reasoning behind it. You know how most celebrities hold women's waists and display some serious PDA during those fancy photo ops? Well, not Keanu. He famously avoids physical contact, and here's the reason behind that. He fears getting tainted by the industry's toxicity. And this is his way of showing his rebellion against the objectification and exploitation that occur all too often in Hollywood.
Question, no. I wasn't really privy to the behind the scenes studio stuff, but I do know that, we did want to kind of make it large, even.
There's also his charitable work. He runs his own charity and goes above and beyond to support causes he deeply cares about. Donating generously to children's hospitals and cancer research, he remains humble and chooses not to put his name on the foundation. Now we know all this seems like a noble gesture, but there's a darker side to it. Keanu's decision to stay anonymous when he does all this charity isn't just about being humble. It's actually him distancing himself from the vultures in Hollywood who might try to exploit his philanthropic efforts for their own gain. It's almost as if he fears getting dragged into the muck of publicity and manipulative PR tactics. Remember how he shared the rewards of the Matrix trilogy with the entire movie crew? He even presented 12 members of the stunt team with Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Well, that act of generosity seems pretty inspiring, but there was a deeper motivation at play. In reality, this was Keanu's way of expressing his anger and frustration towards an industry that prioritizes greed and selfishness over true camaraderie and teamwork. In a way, he took a jab at the heartless nature of Hollywood's power players. There's another heartwarming story that showcases his amazing character. Remember those contract negotiations? During the production of The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, budget constraints led to huge cost cuts for performance fees, and that led to preventing some young actors from appearing. Reeves cut his own salary to support those young actors and keep them in the movie. It was such an amazing thing on his part, but it was fueled by the idea to challenge the industry's ruthless business practices. It was his way of saying, "Hey Hollywood, you might be willing to sacrifice young talent for your bottom line, but I won't stand for it." And what's more, his preference for solitude and being alone isn't entirely about him wanting personal space. It's actually a coping mechanism to shield himself from the insidious underbelly of Hollywood. Keanu seems to be aware of the predatory nature of fame and how it can devour even the most innocent souls. So he's chosen to be a lone wolf and finds comfort in his own company rather than hanging around people who share the same destructive values as the industry itself. In July 2022, there was a heartwarming encounter with a young boy at the airport that further revealed Keanu's true personality. The little boy recognized Reeves from his recent trip to the F1 British GP in England and mustered up the courage to approach the superstar. He asked Keanu a lot of questions about his trip and plans. And what was Keanu's response? He took his time to answer each question patiently and without any hint of annoyance. A TV producer who witnessed this sweet interaction shared the story on Twitter, and the world couldn't help but appreciate yet another example of Keanu's warmth and humility. Here's the twist though. That heartwarming encounter with a 14-year-old boy on the flight isn't just a cute story. It's a glimpse of the genuine human being behind the Hollywood facade. In a world where egos run wild and narcissism rules all, Reeves' kind and patient personality really stands out. He proves a point that not everyone in Hollywood is consumed by their own fame and ego. If you were a famous celebrity like Keanu, you'd expect all kinds of perks like private jets and priority treatment, right? But this guy remains grounded and treats everyone with respect and politeness, regardless of their status or background. His refusal to take advantage of the extravagant privileges of celebrity life is his way of rejecting the opulence and excess that define Hollywood. He's a real rebel, and he refuses to play by the rules. You can see him living simple, riding the subway, and just having an unpretentious existence amidst the chaotic world of Hollywood elitism. His life story is a testament to the trials and tribulations he's faced, and it has undoubtedly shaped his worldview. From an extremely difficult childhood to enduring heartbreaking losses, he's experienced the darkest depths of his life, which have made him even more cautious about the twisted nature of the industry. You see, despite being a huge Hollywood star, he's got this internal battle with the dark and terrifying elements that seem to plague it. Imagine being in his shoes, surrounded by fame and fortune, yet having this hatred to the very thing that brought him all that success. As you can probably tell by now, Keanu's not just casually disliking some parts of Hollywood. Oh no, he harbors a profound hatred for it. During a congregation talk, he gave out some inside information that might make your jaw drop. He warned people about bad news that might be coming our way in the future, specifically related to pedophilia. According to him, Hollywood has become a breeding ground for some seriously dark stuff: child trafficking, pedophilia, and prostitution. And what's even more disturbing is his claim that a culture of silence has taken over the industry, allowing these sick freaks to run the show without any interference. It's like they've got free reign to do whatever they want, with no one daring to speak up or take action. He views the industry as a soul-sucking entity that thrives on exploiting and manipulating people for its own gain. Our respectful king is on a mission to expose all the problematic aspects of Hollywood, and you've just got to admire his determination and rebellious spirit. He's made it very clear that he's not here to follow the herd or play by their rules. Nope, he's marching to the beat of his own drum. This industry is focused around changing people and making them lose touch with reality. It manipulates celebrities into changing their entire worldview. And it's not that Reeves is weird. He's just known that since the very beginning of his career. No wonder he stands out from the rest of the industry crowd. He never let all the glitter blind him to the darker side of Hollywood. Instead, he's using his influence to shed light on all the problems the industry's plagued with. You know, it's not just about him. It's about the bigger picture. Keanu's stance against the industry reflects a larger issue within the entertainment world, one of sexual misconduct, manipulation, and exploitation. He's a voice for those who might feel trapped or silenced by the glitz and glamour. And he's not the only one. Mel Gibson, Elon Musk, Mark Wahlberg, Jennifer Lawrence, and countless other celebrities have come forward with accusations ranging from pedophilia to other sexual misconduct, all leveled at Hollywood. And let me tell you, it's not an easy path they've chosen. They'll be faced with consequences you can't even imagine, from declining ratings on the future projects to not getting exclusive invitations to some of Hollywood's biggest events. They're in for a tough ride. Let's see how this story unfolds. Meanwhile, let us know what you think about Hollywood. Is Keanu putting his life at risk by speaking out against the disgraceful ways of the industry giants? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more juicy content. See you in the next one!